Hey everyone, my name is Melanie Allen, Senior Ruby Ambassador. We're so excited to have my mom on tonight, Marilyn Kazmierski, and she is going to go over how to continue to grow your business, expand, engage, and empower your team. So welcome, Mom. And she's also a Senior Gold Ambassador on her way to Ruby.
Thank you, and welcome everybody. I really appreciate you taking your time on this Sunday evening to join us. We're real excited about having this Sunday evening training series to help you grow your business and learn more about Plexus. And we're taking turns having different leaders teach. So this is my maiden voyage, and I appreciate you being on. Tonight we're going to talk about how to continue to grow your business, expand, engage, and empower your team. Okay. Gotta get my slideshow going here. I lost my, there we go. Gotta get my, there we go. The commitment is a choice and it's followed by the action. Once you have a Plexus and you have a team, you have a commitment to your team. Before anything else, you have to commit. You need to take 100% responsibility for your life and the results. Event plus response equals outcome. We all know how that works. So the power is in the response. We need to uplift and inspire others. That really helps once you engage with your team and they feel like they're excited, and we want to uplift them and make them engaged right away. We're going to help you learn how to expand and grow. It's real important to distinguish yourself from your competition right away. Plexus is like no other business. We all have known that. We've tried different things. We've done different jobs, but Plexus is so unique. We want to distinguish ourselves from the competition. So we need to develop and maintain our business, project a positive image, project confidence and authority, and build relationships. In order to expand our team needs to grow. It's the way we work our business, and it helps your business evolve. So as your team grows, if you just have one ambassador, it's easier to manage and you can spend a whole lot of time. But once you get like 65 or 320 ambassadors under you, it changes the way that you need to grow your business, the way you manage your business, and for it to evolve. So it's real important that we train leaders so they can train leaders, because it's very difficult to for one leader to take that on and try to take responsibility for everybody. It gets just to be too difficult and too much. So we must continue to grow your team while you're supporting and training the other team as well. So it's sort of like the other trainings when you have one and then you have three and then they have three and on down. But let's train our level ones to be leaders so they can train their level ones on down and on down. Right now, we're working with our levels 1 through 4. Some people are working with more because we're all growing and young, still young, but some of our team members are progressing quite rapidly, and it's real important that we help them be successful. They've done all the work for us. We just have to duplicate their success. So like I said, as your team expands and grows, then you have to evolve in the way that you grow and manage your team. We hear things as we're trying to expand, like, oh, everybody on Facebook's on Plexus, or the market's saturated. Plexus market is not saturated at all. There are so many people in need of Plexus products and the Plexus opportunity. You just never know. It's up to you to tell them. Don't just assume that they don't need it. Don't just assume that they may not want the products, because it could be your next door neighbor that you see every morning and you never invited her or asked your neighbor, and then somebody else gets them on their team. So it's our job to actually tell them. There are many people that need the Plexus, like I said, so what you want to do when you tell them you want to continue to expand your team, you need to have a prospecting list. Now, how many out there have a prospecting list? I know you're on mute, but think about that. If you have a prospecting list, who do you know? Who do you see every day? Who do you go to church with? Who do you work out with at the gym? Who do you see on your walks? Who do you see at the grocery store? Think about your neighbors. Who is on your children's sports teams? Have you ever served on a board? Have you ever served on a committee at school? Who do you know? These people could be your next rock stars. You just never know. They could be your potential business partner, so you need to identify them, build rapport with them, get bold, and share Plexus with them. For an example, when I go to the drugstore, I have one checkout girl that she let me know that she gets commission or points for how many people checks out her register. So I look for her. I have engaged with her, given her a sample of Plexus, and now she's asking me about it more and more as I go. So I'm just getting bolder and sharing Plexus and the opportunity with her. She works really hard, long hours. She could use it for wellness, and she's starting now to ask me questions. You want a large list of your potentials and your business partners, a large list. 200 people, that's a lot, right? So if you start thinking about it, like I just explained some examples, you'll be surprised how quick that 200 could come. Keep a tablet, keep a notebook, and when you think of people, just jot them down because you'll forget. We think we won't forget, but we do forget. So jot them down so you'll remember who those 200 people are. You might want to put your top 10 for your dream team. Who will be the ones that you want to approach first? Who do you think would be your rock stars? It's kind of funny how the people that I thought would be my rock stars and I really wanted to join my team sometimes didn't have the interest. And then there's people that I never would think of that actually are my rock stars that wanted to join. So I'm very thankful for that. I love those surprises. Put your list where you can see it daily and update it frequently. A dream without a plan is just a wish. You need to connect with your list. How do you connect with the people on your prospect list? You can connect with them through email, Facebook, messages, phone calls, personal messages, and when you actually make the messaging part of your regular business practice, you engage with the people and you build rapport faster, and you also build that relationship and trust. Sometimes people instant message. I work full time, so it's difficult during the day for me to respond to people, but I get up early. I work my business in the morning. I can respond on my lunch hour if I need to, and after work. So just fit it in the nooks and crannies of your day. It always works out really great, and people love to hear from you and feel connected. It makes them feel like you care. Connecting with your prospects, people want to know that you care about them first. Most important. The business opportunity should be second. Make them feel special. So why do you think they'd want to succeed in this business? Ask them. You know, you can't just assume why they want to succeed, but ask them, why do you think that you would succeed in this business? Ask permission to follow up. You can ask permission to follow up in all kinds of different ways. You can also be sure and add them to the Facebook group with all the information. One of the things that I ask permission if it's okay if I post them on the team pages. May I announce you, let everybody know we're so glad to have you on the team. Give them a phone call. You can call them and ask them if they'd like to have coffee, have a lunch date, just to let them know that you care, and just check in with them, see how they're doing with the products, and just stay connected with them. It's real important to continue to grow your network as well. You want to work to reconnect with your past acquaintances as well. I posted on Facebook. I didn't even know these people were on my page. People I went to high school with and college. You wouldn't believe the people that joined my team from high school that I didn't even know were looking at my page, and college. So it was really fun to not only just reconnect with them, but be able to share the blessing of Plexus as well. You can make new friends by joining a club, being in a social group, serving on a board, being on a committee. I know that people that have children in sports, that's a great way to build your social network as well. Be a walking Plexus advertisement. Wear it. I have on my Plexus shirt tonight. You do it and people will ask. People have shaking their pink drink walking in. People ask them what they're drinking. It starts the conversation. Wear your Plexus bling. You know, we always say to be the walking billboard. I went to the movie today and I had my Plexus t-shirt on and I had my brochures in my purse with my business card stapled ready to share with whoever happened to ask me what's Plexus. Your energy, you might want to mention that how Plexus makes you feel. You're resting better. You have more energy. just all the different things. You're losing inches, your pants have gotten baggy, and you can really talk about it without sounding like you're selling it. You're just sharing it. We share everything else. We share good shoe sales. We share, the best mascara, whatever it is, we like to share. So mention how amazing you feel. There's so many ways to make that connection. So there's really no excuse. People say, I don't know how to sell. We don't want salespeople. There's really no excuse. Just start connecting and sharing. Grow your network. We hold an amazing opportunity that deserves to be shared. Once a month, we have an opportunity meeting. We're so lucky. We have these great leaders that have opportunity meetings for us, and we basically just have to show up, invite our guests to come as our guest. It costs nothing. They don't have to buy anything. We don't try to sell them anything. We just let them hear the opportunity. I have been so bold and invited people that are acquaintances to an opportunity and have been surprised at people that have come. And I'm so thankful that I was bold enough to ask them to come. And now they get to have the blessing of Plexus. And I'm learning that they had some health issues in their life that we've been able to help them with. So do make your list. Make your connections. Continue to expand your network and your sphere of influence. Commit to reaching out to your evolving top 20, and your team will grow. So think about that dream team. Who is your top 20? And like I said, you could be surprised. Engage. Do I have any questions up to this point? Okay. Engage your new ambassadors from the start. Get them started strong. You can't just sign them up and ignore them. It's kind of like buying a franchise of a restaurant, and you buy it, but then you never know how to cook the food, and it's a chain. So you need to learn and get them engaged and teach people. So if you had a Subway restaurant, how to make that sandwiches, how it's put together. So you need to do the same thing with your Plexus ambassadors. Get them started. Get them started strong. I'm sorry, that's a misspelling on that slide, but we will fix that. Whoops. Establishing belief is vital to success. Build confidence that you can accomplish their dreams and their goals, and give them the tools to do so. We have on our big team page in the files the first 48-hour emails. It has the list of the videos to engage them with. Sonia Dudley's great. We have Melissa Eichenhorst is great. There's information on product knowledge. So just help them learn where to find the information. It will help build their belief for their success as well. And it helps them build confidence that they can accomplish their dreams and their goals. All of this is done before us. We basically just have to duplicate the success of others. But give your ambassadors the tools to do so. The excitement is high in the first week, and you need to capitalize on that and keep that momentum going. There's a new ambassador checklist. Like I said, there is a checklist on the big team page, and one of the first things is get them on a training call. Establish a why. Help them set their goals. What are their goals? Why are you wanting to do Plexus? Help them with their first initial Facebook post. Boy, that's a big one. We all struggle with that. We didn't know if we wanted to post. We didn't know if we wanted people to know we were doing the business. And then it comes to you that this is your business. It's okay. And if there's people on there you don't want to see, you can customize your post and you can block those people from seeing it. So set your goals and help with the first initial Facebook post. Ask them about their prospect list. Kind of give them ideas of where they can come up with their prospects, where they can think about, like their sphere of influence. What's their day like? Where do they go? Who do they see? What's their job like? So just kind of help them with that open-minded thinking, and then give them the resources and the training. Some of the questions that you can ask them about establishing their why. Why did you join Plexus? What is the purpose of Plexus for you? What excites you the most? What do you want out of this business? Write down their why. My why has changed, and I think probably most of the people that have been in the business for a little while's why has changed. Mine has grown bigger and bigger, and I'm sure that theirs will too. You can share that with them. This is what my why was when I started to lose a little bit of weight, make a little extra money. Then I realized I was able to make significant extra money. That got me excited. Then I was hearing these stories of wellness and how people were getting well and how so many people young women were sick and their children were sick and their husbands were sick and sick families. And gosh, it just I just wanted to share it with the world so everybody could have the blessing of health and a quality of life. So help them with their why, and that might change, and their why may change too. Help them with their goal setting. What does your new ambassador want to accomplish? So that's important for you to know right away. A lot of them say, oh, I just want to try the products and see how I do, and then maybe I'll share it. But you need to know that, so you're not pushing them on something they're not ready to be pushed for. So find out, what do you want to accomplish? What is the plan of action to achieve this goal? You might even ask them, have you thought about the business? Make sure they understand the compensation plan. Once I saw the compensation plan, it was all about, I wanted to do the business. And my why turned into not only wellness, but also I would like to have a healthy retirement so I can bless others financially as well. Be your new ambassador's accountability partner too, and help them make it happen for them. So you need to follow up, help them be accountable. Did you do your post? Would you like help with your post? That type of thing. So action and intentionality is really, really important. Take that action for the goal setting. This is kind of an example of an initial Facebook post. She has a picture of her standing there with her pink drink. I'm so excited to start this journey I can hardly read it, towards better health. If you struggle with things like low energy levels like me, high cholesterol, headaches, fibromyalgia, anxiety, or even weight control, message me. I'm so thankful I found Plexus. You want it to be personal, not like a salesy. You don't want people to be turned off like you're trying to sell them something, but just sharing. So here's some ideas of some different things that they have for different posts. We know we don't copy and paste. We don't share posts because it just goes to that person's page. So that's something that you can help your ambassadors with as well. We still hear that a lot about people's posts are being shared. We don't mind if you use them. We all use each other's, but we just try to change it up and make sure the wording's right when you copy and paste the text, so it doesn't say something that looks like it's not yours. You need to really proof it first. Okay, the prospecting list is when you first sign up and send out your email message. I just started a health and wellness business. Please let me know if you know of anyone who has migraines, who has a high cholesterol, who would like to lose weight, who has eczema, psoriasis, fibromyalgia. There's so many things, diabetes. There's so many things that Plexus can help with. Starting any business, telling friends and family, makes people pay attention and watch more closely. It's kind of like whenever there's a big sale at shoes, we talk about that, then people are all telling each other, oh, I got these the best boots are on sale at Nordstrom's. Everybody wants to run and get the new pair. Okay. People do watch you too, and you don't know they're watching. I think probably 90% of my business started with Facebook, and the people that reached out to me are people I didn't even know were looking at my Facebook page. They never liked anything. They never commented. So you just never know. You just never know. So what do you do on your first training call with your new ambassador? We're starting to do some three-way calls if you would like with Melanie will get on sometimes, I will, whoever you need. We try to be available for three-way calls and figure out a time that's convenient for everybody. On that call, we can help them establish your why. Why did you join Plexus? What is the purpose of Plexus for you? What excites you the most? And what do you want out of the business? So get on a call with your level ones and your new ambassador and inspire them and help them and motivate them. I think that personal connection right away is very, very important, even if it's just a call with just you. Target and train your smaller teams and their specific needs. If you have a team, an ambassador that's just got their first ambassador, that person's needs different than somebody that's one away from turning silver. Or if you have somebody that's already silver and they're working towards gold, we need to meet them where they are and teach them and teach their teams to do the same. So help them with strategies to get their team to silver or to progress to gold. So we want to troubleshoot with them, see where they are, see where their points are, help them learn that system so they can teach their downline as well. And that might even be another conference call. It's just having that relationship and that connection. Everybody's needs on their teams are different. It's not ever exactly the same, because who they sign up and their ambassadors aren't exactly the same as my ambassadors and what their goals and needs and specific needs are. We have these weekly team calls on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. We have one topic. We have guest speakers. We try to engage with the team. We all volunteer our time to help you, so that's why we get real excited when you take the time to value that and to join us. And it helps us stay connected to each other and engaged. You are the CEO of your business. People need to realize that. When you join Plexus and you choose to do the business, you are the CEO. How empowering is that? So you're in charge. You get to help with the success of others. Empower your team. If you've gotten your new ambassadors to the right start, you have provided them with a knowledge base. That can be the knowledge base of the products, the knowledge base of how to sign up an ambassador. So it's real important to give them the tools that they need to actually have a successful ambassador. You point them to the available resources to succeed, empower them to take care of themselves, and confidence to train their own team. Now remember, we just have to duplicate the success of others. The team files are so valuable. You click on that, you can put the little hourglass, the first 48 hours for an ambassador, and it'll come up with a file. How to flip a customer to an ambassador, it'll come up with a file. You just have to tweak it and make it a little bit more personal. So we do have the tools there, but you have to learn to use them so you can teach other people how to use them and point them to the right resources to succeed. Empower them to take care of themselves, like I said, and confidence to train their own team. Because when they have 320 under them, it'll be difficult for them to handle it all by themselves. So as their sponsor, it is your responsibility to give them foundation to be successful as a leader. You are their leader. You know, at some point, the mama bird kicks the babies out of the nest and expects them to fly. Well, your actions need to be in line for the long-term growth of your business and with the same mentality. Engage and equip your team members from the start with a foundation for success. We don't, we have a tendency, I like to nurture, I like to help people, so have a tendency to try to maybe help too much. I don't want to annoy people by constantly asking, but if you don't see action following up from the team, if you don't see your ambassadors being proactive, you reach out and then they get dependent and want you to do, and we want to do and help, of course, we're there. But at some point, they're going to have to be on their own. But you do want to set them up for success. But at some point, when their team grows, they're going to need to fly high themselves to like an eagle. 80% of your business will come from 20% of your team. We want everybody to be successful. We want 100% success, but that's just not realistic. 80% of your effort should be focused on 20% of your downline that are producers. I try to help everybody, and I'm learning to let go, keep touching base once a week, checking in. But if they're not producing, they're not showing interest, just stay in touch with them, because we don't like them to turn into a white line, which means they're inactive. But just know that. So don't take it personal. Don't be offended. Don't get your feelings hurt. Just know that's part of business. 80% of your business will come from 20% of your team. The 3 E's: expand, engage, empower, which means like wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. So you continue to do that cycle. You wash it, you rinse it, you repeat. Don't get stuck on any of the E's too long. Don't expand too long, or just engage too long, or empower too long. You need to have that balance and move forward. You bless and move forward. You bless and move forward. So don't get stuck and get stagnant. You need to keep moving in the cycle. It's like Sheila Medina said, how she got Diamond was her goal every month is to sign 3 new ambassadors. 3. So every month, my goal is also to sign 3 new ambassadors. So try to go silver every single month, even though I'm senior gold, and that will continue the momentum for my team. So I'm moving this cycle, and I'm expanding the business. And like that's just the example that they set for us as diamonds, and we are setting for you. So to expand your business, engage with people from the very start, and empower them to grow. I'm sorry about that. Leaders versus posers. There's extreme leaders. And I brought this from, I used to teach a training, my etiquette business training. And this is something that I've always just loved, that leaders leap. They love, cultivates people and cause. They love what they do. Energy generates. It'll be contagious. Audacity, it inspires. Don't be afraid to be better than your competitors. Improve. Prove credibility. Mean what you say. Extreme leaders ask, how do I love this business and how do I show it? That's something that I think is really good to think about. How do you love the business and how do you show it? We have some resources, and this particular training, part of it was from Tamara and Elizabeth's PowerPoint they gave at our Plexus convention in June in Phoenix. And then a lot of great resources on Facebook. Our Team Allen is Diamond Bound. That is our big team page. Plexus Journeys for Ambassadors Only. That has all kinds of resources where you can go and ask questions and get information. When you have people, and always tell your team that when they have somebody like their post, always add them to Health and Weight Loss Testimonies, Team Eichenhorst. That shows so many testimonies. That's a great place also to get your own Facebook post to pick out pictures. And we needed to work on our own self-development. I know that when I was told I needed to do self-development, I thought, oh, I've worked a lot of years. I've pretty much developed. But I was wrong. We continue to need to grow and develop and read. We're on a John Maxwell leadership training together with a group on Tuesday evenings, and it helps us to grow as leaders because we want to be the best that we can to help you grow and succeed as well. So we're committed to doing that. Eric Worre has a great book on GoPro. I don't know if you can see it, but this is his book, GoPro. This is a great book. And then this is the John Maxwell, the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership that we are doing right now as a workbook. So don't think that you don't need self-development, because we all continue to grow. And a brilliant neurosurgeon said one time, try to take 30 minutes every day to learn something new and see who you become in a year. I want to ask, that's the end, so I want to ask questions. Does anybody have any questions? Can you unmute Melanie so we can ask questions? I see there's 3 right here.
Yep. Yeah, I unmuted everybody. So let me see if there's anything in the chat.
I'm sorry, I was did it fast. I wanted to be respectful of everybody's time tonight. I know that it's been a long weekend.
You can stop sharing screen if you want. Just go to the bottom and click. Actually, let me see. It should be at the top, options maybe. Okay, Brenda Bates has a question. What did the leadership LEAP mean?
LEAP?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll tell you. I'll go back to that screen, okay?
L was for love, she said.
L is for love. I'm going to show it on the screen again, okay?
Leadership, energy, audacity.
Leaders versus posers. Love cultivates people and cause. Energy generates. It'll be contagious. Audacity inspires. Don't be afraid to be better than your competitors. Proof. Prove credibility. Mean what you say. Extreme leaders ask, how do I love this business and how do I show it? Those are leaders versus posers.
And just so y'all know, this was based off convention. So this is actually Tamara Holloway's and Elizabeth James are 2 Diamond ambassadors. So we'll pull some information for you guys tonight from our convention we had in June.
And then I went in and kind of edited a little bit and added a few things
Yeah.
to make it a little bit different. So, and like I said, we try to make these trainings respectful of your time because everybody's got a lot going on. But I would love to answer questions if you have any. And the unedited version of this PowerPoint will be online, I believe, Melanie, under the file.
I did. I have it on my team page.
But it's just as it doesn't have it.
You should have probably had yours.
Well, I can share it with you, and you can add that one.
Okay.
I just love the leaders versus posers. I just think that's easy to remember and share and help people.
We've got
talk about this.
and Sarah.
Once you have somebody under you, you have a responsibility to be a leader. Once you have, if you have one or two people, you made the commitment. You have a responsibility to be the leader. So I think that I think that's really important to find out where people are, where they want to be, what's your point in joining this business. If you want to be a wholesale buyer, you want to do the business, and people can change.
So everybody's just telling you, great job. Does anybody, and she did a wonderful job, of course. But does anybody have any questions for us? I know Tiffany's new. And Brenda, you're new as well. Do y'all have any questions tonight for us? We have quite a few leaders on the call that can help answer any questions you have about the business.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I sent out texts and does anybody ever just, I don't want to give up, but I send text, I call, I email, and I still get crickets. I do not know what to do.
Stay consistent.
Do what?
Stay consistent.
I do. So I think, okay, are they really getting sick and tired of me just trying to stay consistent, or what do I do?
I think a lot of times people are just busy, Jan. I really do. I think people I'll be honest with you. I got so many messages this weekend that I kind of feel guilty because I've just been so busy. But you know how, I think, man, I scrolled down about 50 messages to figure out who I responded and who I didn't.
Right.
So, and I know people, and again, that just means that could just be Plexus, but it's not just Plexus. It's just in general. But, weekends are a little harder for me focused on my business. But I think, yes, definitely making sure, some people, what I did realize, when I meet people, I now ask them, I say, would you like me to text you? Would you like me to call you? Would you like me to Facebook message you? How do you, or email? I ask them, and when I write on my list, I say email, text, whatever it is, because I've realized I've been sending Facebook messages to people, and they're like, oh, I don't check my Facebook Messenger. I don't even have that. So I've sent messages to people they're not even getting. Yeah,
but what if you try all of them?
Okay, well.
I can leave voicemails. I can leave private messages. I can leave text messages.
Okay. Yeah, you're doing it all. Well, that's why I need to be on the team.
Crickets.
Are you talking about your ambassadors, Jan? Are you talking about your customers?
No, not my customers. They're good.
Your ambassadors?
Ambassadors.
Oh, ambassadors. Okay.
I think that sometimes we feel that we kind of go through that cycle for some reason, and you just stay consistent. But I try to make it personal, or hey, I've even said, what's a good day next week? I'd love to take you to lunch, catch up, see how you're doing, see what's going on. I don't hear anything. So, I know sometimes it does happen.
Well, so many of mine are away from here.
Just follow up again and just say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear back from you. Is breakfast a better time, or what time is a good time to get together? And just try to make it more just try to keep it personal and consistent.
Yeah, and I think setting up Zoom meetings, Jan, would be really good since your people are far away, because people FaceTime. And so, maybe try to see if there's a time that you can schedule, and you can use my Zoom account, or maybe I think you have one now.
You guys don't understand. I've tried that.
You have? Okay.
Yes. You guys, this is really frustrating. I don't know what to do. I even went to Kansas City, and now some of them, I think